Hello, friends. It's Chapo.
Get your ass to Mars.
It's the show we talk about. It's the shit I got in trouble for saying.
Yeah.
It's this one. Hey, I'm Tony Soprano.
Shut the fuck up.
Sopranos.
No, wait, no. He got to no. Okay, wait. I got it. I know. It's a prestige TV show, beloved by all. 7 seasons, 7 perfect seasons. My name's Ray Donovan, and I'm gonna throw this dead woman in a dumpster.
Look, Bernie's gonna be president, and if you spent this fucking time hanging on to the fucking like sinking ship that is Elizabeth Warren, trying to think you could, I'm sorry, ride the fence so long you got splinters in your asshole, you better see which way the wind is blowing right fucking now.
If you make the decision to have your soul cast into perdition, to be cast into Gehenna for eternity because people were mean to you online, then guess what? That's where you deserve to be.
You are neither hot nor cold, but lukewarm, and I shall spew you from my mouth.
We will be vibing in heaven.
All right. So outside of the, I honestly have to say, historically unprecedented debacle that happened last night. Yeah. Leaving that aside, Bernie won, so it doesn't fucking matter.
By the way, with enemies like these, oh my God.
A historically unprecedented debacle. These people were willing to pants American democracy for the entire world to see. Shit their pants and then go, I've got duty in my pants.
Teacher, I can't take the test. My pants are filled with poo-poo.
My pants are filled with duty. Like I said, just to stop Bernie from giving a speech at 8:30.
It was like we said, we've been saying for months that, we see the reality of the movement that Bernie is building, and these freaks do not understand that. They are that fucking incompetent and out of touch. And then by the time Bernie would start surging, which he started doing when we told you he would, they're like, wait, holy shit, that wasn't supposed to happen? Fuck, we gotta do something.
It's not happening. Maybe it's not happening. Maybe this is real. Maybe this is real.
He's an anti-Semite. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. And it literally culminated in them saying, I lost the caucus. Sorry. Goodbye. See you in 4 years.
They're fucked because they didn't recognize the danger of Bernie early enough. Which honestly should have been a year ago. A year ago, they should have fucking I don't know.
They should listen to this show.
Because they are psychopaths.
They should have
They're
done
true believers.
They should have fucking gotten Obama and like put a gun to his head or found something to fucking threaten him with and say, you need to fucking pick a guy and campaign with him and endorse him now so we have someone to rally around and clear the lane. And they never did it. And that left this high ping. And it who ended up at the end of this process? We got Bernie. And who are the people against him? We have Mayor Pete, who is a guy who is designed in the same fucking Monsanto lab that creates the corn that tastes like sugar. They also created a guy designed to win in Iowa, where these idiots love fresh faces and Obama-esque empty hope bullshit. So, but a guy with no legs beyond that. Mayor Pete cannot take this, and you can't call it anything. It's not even anything now. It's a dog's breakfast. Even if it was something, he can't take it anywhere, so he's fucked. Warren, the one thing I was worried about before last night was a strong Warren second, because then she could have been the unity candidate. She could have won the Senate. I'll give you the Bernie social democracy policies without any of the combativeness and the baggage from 2016. But she needed to do good here, and that. Her and third, they fucked up so bad. They should have all rallied behind Warren, and they couldn't do it because they're not together enough. But hold on, I'm almost done. And so fucked. Warren, fucked. She has no depth. She's going to get crushed in the state next to the state that she's a senator in. And she has about as much black and Latino support as Mayor fucking Pete does. Less than 10%, which means when we get to Nevada, and of course Biden, who is collapsing before our eyes because he was always just a placeholder.
Yes.
And
because
those votes,
as anti-democratic as it is, Iowa bumps him out.
And those voters will go to who looks like the winner, the guy who can beat Trump. And a lot of them love Bernie. We know they love Bernie. He has the highest favorables, but they think, I love him, but can he win? Well, guess what? If he shows up in Nevada, having just crushed in New Hampshire after what happened in fucking Iowa, and considering he's already in the lead in New Hampshire, in a lot of Nevada polls, he wins Nevada.
Permission.
Heavily Hispanic Atlanta, and then you know what's going to happen. I said it fucking 3 weeks ago, and even after this, I still stick to it. He's going to win South Carolina. And when he wins South Carolina, there will be nothing anyone can say or do anything. And then he's going to win California and Texas, at least on Super Tuesday. And there's no one that they can. We talked about Bloomberg. It's too late at that point.
No,
it's a coronation. It's over.
No, there's no manager they can call at that point.
The deal Elizabeth Warren has been offering to voters and to the Democratic Party is that she will be the one to unite the Bernie wing of the party with the donor establishment class, but on the terms of the right of the Democratic Party, always on their terms. Well, she has no path to victory now. She has no path to victory. And if you're an Elizabeth Warren supporter, you got to decide which side are you on. That being said, I need to talk about outside of the world historical level embarrassment that they did to themselves to spite and stop what is plain for everyone to see. There is a second story to come out of Iowa that is almost as astonishing, and that is the astonishing collapse of Joe Biden.
Yes.
This is honestly,
Uncle Joe.
there has never been a major candidate, a former vice president in modern history, who has ate shit and choked as hard as Joe Biden just did in Iowa, who may end up finishing fourth or fifth, even when 100% of these votes are counted.
So Felix had the best line on this when he was just like, what was Joe doing?
Yes.
And here's the thing. I said more broadly, because I was looking at support for Joe across the country, that Joe was going to be one of the biggest competitors. And that would be true if it weren't for this insanely anti-democratic thing called the caucuses. Because the caucuses are a fashion week for Iowans. That's all they got going on. And it's why they're psychopaths. Because, like, if you're from Indiana, you've never mattered, and you're like, I don't matter, it's fine. If you're from California, you're like, I matter. And, like, and you develop that attitude as well. But if you're from a place that has a dad that visits you once every 4 years, lets you drink some of his beer, buys you a nice stereo, makes you promises, and then doesn't come back for another 4 to 8 years, you are way more fucked up. So they are more obsessed with novelty. It imbues a kind of strange psychosis in them, which for people who have, lived through Obama and are familiar with a tangential relationship to Biden, of course he can't do well. They're looking for novelty. Of course. And I was just like, well, but, people like their default, the passive Joe voter, but that doesn't matter. Like, the passive Joe voter is irrelevant because all of a sudden their confidence in the Biden thing is shaken by the first two primaries, or for the first two caucuses.
Biden was, up until basically a week ago, the consensus choice for frontrunner in the Democratic Party. Felix, you got it exactly right when you said, if you're one of these insurance executives or super PACs that has just been shoveling millions of dollars to him, and you saw what happened last night, what are you thinking right now?
He did the thing the Joker in The Dark Knight did, where all the organized crime in Gotham shoveled that money in front of him. But he dropped pomade and a match on it, and he was like, "Well, Jack, now we have half as much money." Some men they look at the world and they go, "Oh, you'd look a lot better on fire." but it is like he might as well have done that. I have no idea what they were doing. I have no earthly
What
idea.
were they doing here? What were they doing?
All he
Guys, they
had to
couldn't have a
do
plan.
was look slightly novel. But this is the one place where you can't rest on legacy laurels, because they're like, look, once every 4 years, we want a fucking show. We're goddamn Iowa. It's fucking boring. Joe Biden, you better come out with fucking fireworks shooting out of your ass. And he didn't.
If I would have taken $30 million from the Joe Super PAC to tell Joe, like, just get like cornrows. He would have done better if he had done that.
Again, the caucuses are fucking fashion week for Iowa.
Yeah.
It is the only exciting thing in their life.
Here's why it really matters, though. Aside from how fucking unbelievably hilarious it is.
I can't stop laughing.
It's so funny.
It's so good,
imagine
man.
you're like an insurance executive and you're just like, same thing. It's like, hey, look, I know this business can be brutal, but it's like, I went to school. This is the system we have. I like to think I'm a good guy. I'm putting a lot of money into the Democratic Party, Joe Biden. And you're like, yes, it's going to pay off. Like, we're going to defeat Trump. I can both feel better about
Sanders.
myself.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're gonna feed Trump and Sanders. I can feel better about myself while preserving the advantages that like this guy has fought for me for his entire career. And then you shovel tens of millions at him, and he just gets guided around Iowa, kissing his granddaughter on the lips and being
Yeah.
like,
God.
whoops, Mac, I lost. Like,
Yeah, okay.
it owns.
Just watching cable news, and like, by the way, never ever.
It's just a traveling Pepperidge Farm commercial.
Yeah.
I'm giving you like advice like that I need to take myself. In these coming states,